Beautiful day. Checking out the birds here. And I just met a woman here and she has an amazing story. So it's metastatic breast cancer. She arrived here 6 months ago on oxygen in a wheelchair, and wait till you meet her now. Okay, here we go. This is Lily.
Hi.
This is Marvin.
Hi.
Husband and wife. They've been married for 38 years?
37.
37 years. So Marvin actually married her when she was 6 years old. Can you tell? So anyway, so she has a fascinating story, so I want to relay this to you guys. And so first I'm just going to ask you some questions. Is that
Okay,
good?
that's
All
fine.
right, here we go.
Okay.
So tell me a little bit about what happened 6 months ago when you arrived here.
Well, 6 months ago, I came in a wheelchair with oxygen. I was dying. It was not a good
Not
time.
good.
Not good.
How long had that been going on?
Well, I was just diagnosed November. So just diagnosed. I had this cough, and I thought it was allergies, and went to the doctor, and CAT scan later, cancer all over my body. Yeah.
And so up until that point, though, you just had a cough. But what made it? I mean, it just happened that fast that all of a sudden you needed oxygen and.
Well, yeah, it was fast growing. I had this cough, and all of a sudden, when I went to see the doctor, I thought I was having a heart attack because I couldn't breathe. So then they said, well, let's do a CAT scan. And that's what revealed it. And the cancer was fast growing in my lungs, and it was just taking over. So then I needed oxygen. I couldn't breathe.
Wow. And so then walking and getting around was hard.
It was horrible. I developed panic attacks, and anything simple like talking, gesturing was a big problem for me. I just couldn't do it.
And now, as you can tell, she's filled with energy, right? She's ready to just like, we're up on a high hill.
Run.
We're on a high hill right now. I bet she could run up this hill 3 or 4 times, right?
I sure can.
That's
I've
awesome.
tried. I've tried
Awesome.
already.
And so over to Marvin. So Marvin, what did you think about when coming here? What was your thoughts?
Well, initially I'd heard about Hoxie, but you're somewhat of a skeptic at times, and so. But
We all are, by the way. Everybody that comes here first time is a skeptic.
But a few friends reached out to me and talked to us about it, and shared their experience over the years, and I researched it a little more, and it was her decision to come, and I was going to support it, and so we did. We made a trip out here in December.
Awesome. Not a bad place to be, huh?
No.
You guys originally from Idaho?
Originally from California, and we live in Oregon.
In Oregon now. Dr. Martinez just walked by laughing. Okay.
He's my doctor.
Dr. Martinez is your doctor?
He sure is.
So coming down here, were you afraid of bringing your wife to Tijuana? Did you have some reservations about that?
No, the reservations was the traveling with her and the condition she was in, because we were.
Did you drive or fly?
No, we flew down, but the experience of flying down with a portable oxygen concentrator on the plane and having her wheeled to the, from that was a totally different experience that we had never had when we traveled, and so I didn't know how she would do it on the trip. She almost really didn't get on the plane coming here. I was almost going to come on my own.
Wow.
But she was strong enough and had the will and said, "I'm going to do it," and so she came. So that was
awesome.
the experience.
And were you afraid? I mean, getting on the plane, or what were your thoughts?
Yes, well, because of the panic attacks, just getting on the plane, thinking that I'm going to run out of my oxygen. It was just pretty scary, but I knew that this is what I wanted to do, and I believe in this, and I made it.
Wow.
And
so,
prayer.
when you arrived here, everybody had to be looking at you like, "Whoa, look at this girl! She's here on oxygen. She's being wheeled around."
Yeah.
Right?
In fact, I remember Dr. Martinez wheeled me around.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he did, and I look back, and it almost. It's surreal.
That's awesome. And so what was, about how long did it take for you to start feeling better once you left here?
Once I left here, I started to Hoxie immediately. I would say about 3 to 4 weeks later.
3 to 4 weeks later. And it's just been nonstop since, right? You're feeling better and better and better.
Great.
And so today you got good news. What was your news today? 6 months, 6 months later.
Yes. 6 months later, well, actually at 3 months, they did a PET scan and they do not detect any of the cancer. My lungs are clear, the liver's clear, the lymph nodes are clear, and the femurs are healing.
Wow.
And that was 3 months after. So now at 6 months, back at Hoxie, Dr. Martinez says, my blood is doing so good.
That's great. So did you come here at 3 months?
No.
Wow. So they still said you 6 months. How confident they are here sometimes. I think people show up and they think, the doctors in the States will say, wow, you've got a couple of months. couple of weeks, and then I have so many patients that walk out, and I say, how'd it go? And then they almost start crying and say, they said, come back in 6 months. And they're like, I didn't think I was going to be here in 6 months.
Exactly. My prognosis was actually they were giving me 2 years, and that's maybe with treatment.
Maybe with treatment. So yeah, so it sounds like you're going to
Yeah.
go running marathons again soon.
Well, I'm doing good. I have to just stick to the diet, but I am, and
Yeah, it'll be a few years. It'll be a few years, and once you get going, but I'm glad you look great. I mean,
Thank you.
you would never know, right? You'd never
yeah,
know.
thank you so much.
Good job on that, Marvin. getting
Oh yeah,
married.
it's all her.
Yeah.
You know, I gotta admit, she's got a good
Support me,
spirit,
honey.
and support her in every way.
So if you guys had any advice for somebody who's looking at these videos right now, what would your advice be?
Don't be a skeptic.
It's hard not to be a skeptic, though.
It's hard.
Have an
not to,
open
but
mind.
Just have an open mind, and just if it works. So believe in it, and the results are there. You just have to do your part, and the rest is history.
And the diet. How's the diet for you?
You know what? I love cooking. Leaving alcohol. I do like beer and wine, but alcohol, my life was more important. So yeah,
Sure.
that was not.
Breathing,
Yeah.
the face of alcohol.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been quite not as difficult as I thought it was going to be.
And as far as the facility, what do you think of the people
I love
here at the
it.
facility?
They're
and everything?
caring. They really made me feel. They made me feel good. They gave me hope, which is what we're all looking for as a patient.
Yeah, and you seem like you have such a great attitude. So.
Thank you.
And
And supporting husband.
Yeah.
Thank you, supporting
There
husband,
you
Martin.
go.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. That's awesome.
I feel better too.
Yes.
Yeah, how's
He's
it
eating.
how's it
He's
changed
eating
your
too.
life?
Well, it has. I mean, because we've been together so long that you become one. And this is in the scriptures, but at the same time, though, you think you're in a situation where you're going to possibly lose your spouse, but to be able to see her now, as comparing her to where she was in December.
Don't make me cry.
Don't
make me cry.
I go, wow,
Yeah.
it's phenomenal the how much she has improved. And so, I thank clinic, of course, all those involved, but of course, you always the power of prayer too.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
God.
It's that hope, sometimes you just need a little bit more than what you can get here on earth. You need a little bit more, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
That's right. So give it a try. Even if you're a little skeptical, just try it. What do you have to lose?
What do you have to lose?
Yeah.
A trip to beautiful Southern California
know,
first,
it
and
is
then a
weather.
Tijuana, and it's beautiful here. Huh?
And actually, it was warmer in December than it is today.
Oh, that's great.
But yeah, no,
Awesome.
we highly recommend it.
All right. So we'll see you guys again in 6 months?
Definitely.
All right, perfect. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.